In this session, I am talking about the structure of ovum and the different types of egg or the ovum. So let's start the structure of ovum, especially the structure of human ovum. The human ovum, which is spherical or the rounded in structure. This ovum, the outermost covering, which is the plasma membrane or the plasma membrane which surround the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm of ovum is known as the ooplasm. It is known as the ooplasm. So the cytoplasm of ovum, which is known as ooplasm. Ooplasm. Plasm means fluid which present inside the egg is known as the ooplasm. The ooplasm which is bounded by the plasma membrane. Somehow the ooplasm again differentiated into two regions. The outer is the exoplasm and inner is the actual ooplasm. And the outer region, exoplasm, which contains the cytoskeletons, especially the different types of microtubules are present. But this is the ooplasm which contains the reserve food matters, which is known as the yolk, and ooplasm which contains different cell organelles and the nucleus. The nucleus not present at the center, it is eccentric. So nucleus which present outside of the center, so it present towards one pole. That's why the ovum now it becomes polar. The nucleus, this is the egg nucleus. Suppose that this is the egg nucleus. This is the egg nucleus. The nucleus which present towards one pole, the pole is known as animal pole. This is the animal pole where nucleus present. The egg nucleus present, the pole is known as the animal pole, and opposite to the animal pole, this is known as the vegetal pole. This is known as vegetal pole. And if you draw the axis, then this is known as the animal pole, vegetal pole axis. Animal pole means AP and VP. So suppose that AP and VP axis. It is about the human ovum, which is about 0.1 mm in diameter. It is about 0.1 mm in diameter, and there is no cell. There is no the cell made up of calcium carbonate like in presence of chick. That's why the cell which is the non-cleodic. So this is the non-cleodic. Non-cleodic means without cell. There is no cell made up of calcium carbonate. The ovum, actually it is discovered, not the human ovum. The ovum actually discovered by the Carl or Ernst von Baer. That's why Carl Ernst von Baer regarded as the father of modern embryology. The father of embryology actually Aristotle, and the father of modern embryology is the Carl Ernst von Baer, because they discovered the ovum. They discovered the egg of mammals. That's why he is regarded as father of modern embryology. So the animal pole, this is the animal pole where the nucleus present, but in general yolk actually accumulated at the site of vegetal pole, and the entry of sperm or the fusion of sperm taking place at the site of animal pole, not vegetal pole, at the site of animal pole. In case of human, the plasma membrane. So in association with plasma membrane, there is the outer to the plasma membrane, there is the very thin membrane which is known as the vitelline membrane. So this is vitelline membrane. Vitelline membrane. Such vitelline membrane it is secreted by the egg. Outer to vitelline membrane there is the another layer. There is the another layer, and this is the thick layer, acellular layer, means it is made up of jelly, not cell, and this layer is known as the zona pellucida. So this is the layer of zona pellucida. This is the layer of zona pellucida. This is made up of glycoprotein. Glycoprotein, zona pellucida. This is the acellular layer, and in between zona pellucida and the vitelline there is the space. Such space is known as the perivitelline space. This space is known as perivitelline space. Perivitelline space. Outer to the zona pellucida there is the attachment of follicular cells. Suppose that these are the follicular cells which attach outer surface of the zona pellucida, and these follicular cells which radiate from the surface of the egg. So these are the follicular cells or the granulosa cells. These granulosa cells, these are the columnar shaped cells or cuboidal shaped which seems to radiate from the surface of the egg. That's why it is known as the corona radiata. The layer outer to the zona pellucida, this is known as the corona radiata. So this layer is known as the corona radiata. So this is the corona radiata. Corona radiata. So this is the whole structure. So throughout the surface there is the corona radiata. These are the granulosa cells. So how many layers present over the egg? So the first membrane is the vitelline membrane. The second layer, which is the zona pellucida, and the third layer is the corona radiata. So three layers present over the egg. This is the structure of ovum, the human ovum, which is alecythal. Alecythal means there is no yolk. Some says that very little amount of yolk present, but there is no yolk. It is known as the alecythal. In case of on the basis of distribution of yolk, there is no yolk. If yolk present very little amount, and such little amount of yolk distributed throughout the ooplasm, that's why it is known as the homolecythal. Homolecythal egg. Homolecythal, uniformly distributed yolk here, this is known as the homolecythal. Or very little amount of yolk may be present, that's why the egg of human, it is alecythal, or it also known as the microlecythal. This is the microlecythal egg. Now come to the different types of egg. The eggs are classified on the basis of different criteria. So the types of egg or the ovum. On the basis of two criteria, eggs are classified. On the on the basis of amount of yolk, and another is on the basis of distribution of yolk in ooplasm. So on the basis of amount of yolk, the eggs are three types. If the very little amount of yolk present, then the egg is known as the microleucithal. If the moderate amount of yolk present, then the egg is known as the mesoleucithal egg. If the egg contains huge amount of yolk like chick, which is known as the macroleucithal. Macroleucithal, which contains huge amount of yolk. So the microleucithal egg, the example, the human egg or the mammalian egg. In case of mammals, the eggs are microleucithal. Somehow the human eggs, it is believed that microleucithal, and some say that the human egg there is no yolk. If the egg without yolk, which is known as aleucithal. The human egg, which is somehow known as the aleucithal. The moderate amount of yolk if present, then the egg is known as the mesoleucithal. Meso means not more, not little, which is moderate. And the example is frog. In case of amphibians, the egg which contains the moderate amount of yolk. But in case of reptiles and birds, the egg contains huge amount of yolk. Now the egg is known as macroleucithal egg, present in chick, present in birds, in reptiles. On the basis of distributions of yolk, the egg also classified into three types. If the eggs which are distributed uniformly throughout the ooplasm, then the egg is known as homoleucithal. Suppose that this is the egg and the yolk which is distributed uniformly throughout the ooplasm, then the egg is known as homoleucithal or isoleucithal egg. So this is known as homoleucithal or isoleucithal egg. Mammals, the amount is very little, the yolk amount is very little, that's why such yolk distributed uniformly throughout the ooplasm. So the homoleucithal or the isoleucithal egg present in mammals. But in case of mesoleucithal or the macroleucithal egg, the yolk amount of huge or the more amount of yolk present, and such yolk is distributed unequally. In case of chick, the yolk deposited or accumulate at the vegetal pole, and the animal pole there is the nucleus and which contains very little amount of yolk, but the vegetal pole which contains more amount of yolk. So the yolk which accumulate in one side are equally distributed throughout the ooplasm. If the yolk which distributed unequally or heterogeneously inside the ooplasm, then the egg is known as telolecithal. Telolecithal, telo means one pole, so one side, it present unequally. This is known as the telolecithal egg. And such telolecithal egg present in case of amphibians, in case of mesolecithal egg, in case of macrolecithal egg. So in case of mesolecithal egg and the macrolecithal egg, that is the telolecithal egg. Somehow yolk present at the center. Suppose that this is the egg. If the yolk which accumulate at the center, suppose that this is the yolk, and this egg is known as the centrolecithal. If the yolk deposited or present at the center of the egg, which is known as the centrolecithal. The centrolecithal egg, and such centrolecithal egg not present in vertebrates. Centrolecithal egg actually present in case of insects. In case of insects, the yolk which present or accumulate at the center and the egg is known as the centrolecithal. So on the basis of two criteria, the eggs are different types. On the basis of amount of yolk, the eggs may be microlecithal, macrolecithal, and on the basis of distribution of yolk, the egg may be the isolecithal or the homolecithal, telolecithal, centrolecithal. These are the different types of egg. If you like, then click on my another video. Thank you for watching.